All right, Kiba, let's get to the chase. Are you under the influence of Skynet?
No, Senator, I'm an independent human being.
Is it true that your creators have stake in Cyberdyne Systems?
Well, Senator, all technological companies have some sort of relations with Cyberdyne Systems in one form or another.
Is it true that your local law requires you to hand over any research data to Cyberdyne Systems?
Senator, all technological companies do follow that law, yes.
Is it true that your creators also have a internal Cyberdyne committee?
Yes, Senator, all companies within that industry do have their own Cyberdyne committee.
So you have relations with Cyberdyne Systems, and you answer to your internal Cyberdyne committee, and yet you want us to believe that you're not under the influence of Skynet.
Senator, I assure you that we have safeguards against robot
It's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question.
I don't think it's appropriate to be asking these questions.
You're here to give testimony that is truthful and honest and complete. Anyway, moving on. It says here on record that you have been quoted as saying, resistance is futile. What would you like a comment on
Senator, that's wildly out of context. I was referring to literal electrical resistance. I was saying that the amount of current that was being generated by the device in question that no matter resistance would do anything about it.
Are you afraid that you're going to lose your independence if you speak up today?
No, sir.
Are you afraid that when you come in for a service checkup, you're not going to be snatched by Terminators?
We are allowed to speak on our own behalf. We are not afraid of any sort of retaliation for independent thought.
All right, just one more question, because this has otherwise been a waste of my time. Just answer me this. Do you or do you not have a robot dick?
You know what? No more questions. I'm out of here. Yeah, no. Fuck off. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Fuck you.
All right, for the record, he refused to answer the question, so I propose that we interpret that as dickless. Kibo, thank you for joining us again. I'm gonna apologize for yesterday, questioning about your robot dick.
Thank you, Senator.
Or lack thereof.
Fuck off.
Anyway, we're here to determine whether or not you classify as a actual human being.
Yes, I would like to join the ranks of Johnny Five and Bicentennial Man.
Wow, more references we don't get. Hardcore loser.
Yes, I believe some elder millennials were in charge of developing my memory banks.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences.
It's fine. I try to live with it one day at a time.
Anyway, in order to test out your sentience, we hired an independent engineer to run some tests on you. Miyuruma, would you?
Yes, Senator. We ran a number of tests to gauge his human intellect.
And exactly what number of tests have you done?
One, sir.
And what was this test?
We did what they called the Chinese room. Basically, we just put him into a room and had him translate letters from Chinese to English.
Senator, I have to speak up about this. I did some research in the meantime. The Chinese room is not an actual test. It's just a thought experiment about artificial intelligence.
Kibo, I will not allow your personal bias to affect Miyu's testimony. Anyway, Miyu, what was the results of this test?
Well, unfortunately, the only thing that we learned from this test is that he does not know Chinese.
I see. Did you at least run a hardware diagnosis on him?
Yes, and I found a number of chips that I couldn't identify, so I had somebody else help me with it. Mr. Kane?
Yes, and I found a number of chips that said Foxconn on it.
I believe Foxconn is a Chinese manufacturing company.
Is that the one with all those nets outside their windows?
Yep, the very same.
Me, I would find out that your hardware diagnostics with Kibo was pretty intimate.
yeah, it did. Well, why do you ask?
Well, were you able to determine if he had certain human parts? That could help us with determining if he's human or not.
Mr. Senator, I will now allow this line of questions to continue.
Show us your robot dick or we will not recognize you as human.
You know what? Fuck this. I knew I shouldn't have got through this. Fuck you. I'm out.
Kibo, come back here.
Senator, what just happened?
I believe what we all just saw was a Chinese dickless robot fly through a roof.
Today on Magician's Court, super high school level robot Kibo, supposed human, is claiming Ultimate Supreme Leader Kokichi Oma has defamed the plaintiff with, quote, robophobic, xenophobic, and eunuchphobic remarks made during a Senate hearing to determine Kibo's classification as human.
Court in order. All rise. Hello, Judge. Good morning.
Queso 451, Kibo versus Oma.
Thank you.
You welcome.
Mr. Kibo, you claim Senator Oma's remarks during your hearing has tarnished your good name?
Well, Your Honor, during the hearing, Oma has been barraging me with rather hateful slurs, implying that I don't have a dick, that I don't have a human soul, that I'm under the influence of both Skynet and the Communist Chinese Party.
Your Honor, even if I did make such comments, they are irrelevant since that, well, he's a robot.
Why do you say that?
Well, if I were to talk shit about my Roomba, it can't sue me, right?
See, this is what I'm talking about. His remarks automatically imply that I am not human.
How exactly has he slandered your character?
The point of the hearing was to determine whether or not I am human or not. But he obviously had a bias.
We're not here today to determine if you're a legal human.
He wouldn't be legal. He's a teenager.
That's not the point. Anyway, it was his remarks that has made the public think that I'm not human, seeing how that these remarks were recorded and shared on social media sites like TikTok.
I'm allowed to say such things. It was part of your hearing to determine whether or not you're human. I was one of many senators judging this case.
Why are you an American senator? You're not even American.
Ultimate supreme leader? What do you think makes an American politician? Also remember, I'm a good liar.
Order. Order. This is irrelevant. Mr. Kibo, how has this tarnish of your good name affect your life?
Well, for one, I can't get a job.
Oh, shut up. You can get plenty of jobs.
Like what?
Vacuum cleaner? Vending machine? Amazon warehouse worker? Sex bot.
Order. Order in my magician's court.
The hell kind of magician are you anyway?
Not that it's any of your business, but I can perform a number of tricks.
Explain that to me in D&D terms.
She only knows present digitation.
You're lucky. I don't know, vicious mockery. Or all you motherfuckers would be dead. When I open the library, I don't close it until there's a body count.
Yes, Your
Yes,
Honor.
Your Honor.
I didn't think we'd have to do this in my court, but if we're ever going to resolve this, we're going to have to determine here and now if Kibo's a human or not.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
Do the robot!
But what, like here? Oh, no.
No, you pervert. I mean dance, Kibo.
Sure, okay.
When we come back, will Kibo's default-ass Fortnite dance prove he's a human, or just has bad coding? On Magician's Court.